now. You've found a fun little shortcut with a little aside, and use
I've written it down.
Groovy Gang. Just no context, just the word Groovy Gang.
Groovy Gang.
All you need.
No, I have written safe word, Groovy Gang.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
This is where the hell drivers are going to go up to the door and just want to go, we're the Groovy Gang, like.
Just randomly, million to one shot.
Aye.
gonna make a note of that.
Roll badly. And
One
they go,
of them, the
gravy team.
one of them
Like
is a
this-
tall, kind of blondie brown one that's stoned all the time. The other one's got glasses. And... one of them's a dog handler.
It's not like you could possibly tell the mole that it's what's happening here, and they might come here and something happens.
Yeah,
That definitely
No, that
won't
won't
happen.
I agree. It's fine.
Anyway.
It could be
So,
us. We could go and get the vehicles that are that I don't know about, but there's ways.
Okay.
I'm very interested in getting Grey back here. I don't want to let the other mutants know about it.
As soon as we get back, I'm straight over to O'Brien's to tell him of this place in
Well,
Sejunaga.
before we do that, we've got a bit more to do. Right. So, you're heading towards the Ark. You're heading towards that. It does take a couple hours, as we said, so time has drawn on. Now, they're usually around back the same day that Grey has opened the safe.
Right.
The secret room underneath the armory. As you approach the Ark, there is a great deal of hubbub. Apparently, Hannibal is going to make some kind of announcement at the end of the day. He is claiming that he has solved some of the Ark's problems.
What have you done to Grey? What have you done?
But let's find out. So we rewind time. And the camera zooms to Grey. Grey.
Mary in the spotlight.
Oh.
Hope you're ready.
A break. Are we taking a break?
Oh, do you want to take a quick toilet break?
I need a drink.
Yeah.
Right, cool, yeah. So it zooms to Mary, and then boom, to be continued in a couple of minutes, guys. We're all going to grab a drink.
We'll just try to stretch this out for everybody.
The audio, Scott, in case we say it in crazy.
Okay. You guys are muted, I'm not. But I'm not going to say anything.
Hell, we're not on break.
Start.
We're doing John Cena and Batista. Blah.
I
Well,
just unmuted you at that exact time there,
Yep.
Richard.
That's what we needed.
nice. Hi everyone. I
Perfect
hope
timing.
you've urinated. We all have.
Or
Oh,
pooped.
or pooped. Yeah, if you need to poop.
I
Remember
did a
it's
little
very
bit of
important.
both.
Mm,
Maybe
We're at
both,
number
yeah.
3.
Yep.
okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Something
come
with
on now.
weapons.
There's a time and a place.
It's like a spigot.
And OnlyFans is the place.
Yeah.
Okay. So Gray. The camera comes back to yourself, and it's yourself and Hannibal and the rest of his crew. Well, some of his crew standing behind you, hands on weapons, not really sure for what they're going to be looking at. The door shudders slightly, creaks, groans, a few sparks pop out, but it does open. Lights slowly flicker on inside the room. Hannibal kind of like looks at you, looks back at the crew, and he said, "In you go." Yeah, you.
Okay.
Hand on the weapon the whole time.
I kind of just like push the door a bit more.
The already completely indoor. Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's a good door.
It's not gonna move anywhere.
It's like you hear him kind of whisper. It's interesting. She didn't check for traps. Uh,
That is me checking for traps. Like, anything
yeah,
there?
one toe slowly goes in, and you press, and you step in. More lights clicking on. It's quite a deep room, actually. You're surprised. It's filled with plastic containers that all have letters on them. They say MRE.
I'm standing there trying to read it, going, mrah, mrah. They got mrah. There's mrah in here.
I thought you should have got that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. This means nothing to you. Yep, the plastic containers. But would you like to investigate them at all? Oh, sorry.
Uh,
There's plastic containers that go quite far down. There's three
Okay.
rows of them in the shelving, all filled with these MREs. Looking to the right, there's a brighter light, and there's a big steel cupboard or storage locker of some kind.
Okay. I would like to use my mutant power to echolocate on these boxes. Well, sonar them.
Tell me specifically what this would do in this situation. What would the sonar give you?
Well, what I'm doing is Have you ever seen a dolphin when it's really interested in something, and it's sort of butting its face up against it and clicking a lot?
I'm into this. So yeah, so Hannibal's there with his weapon kind of in his hand, and what he sees is Grey kind of just banging her head off of something, but making a clicking noise as she's doing it.
Well, they're more like, what's this?
And he's like, somehow you hear the confusion of the rest of the mutants there, but they don't question it. Okay, I don't know how this would work because I don't have sonar, but I will describe to you what I think you're sensing. The containers themselves appear to be airtight. You're touching it as well, and inside there it seems to be bags filled with a kind of like different density of substance. It seems soft what's inside the bags, or at least chewable.
So I'm just chatting about. It's bags of chewy stuff.
And Hannibal kind of like he points to a couple of those other crony. I'm not gonna bother looking at them. You two go in and just see what's happening. And like a couple of the other members of his gang come in, and they just pick a random box and they pull over and it bangs quite heavily into the ground. And they look at you like, do we just open these in, or what do we do?
I'm not seeing any mechanisms in the inside. I think they're okay to open.
Can I ask, this has cost you a mutant point, yeah?
Yes.
Roll me a
I haven't
d6.
actually done that yet. Hang on a minute. Get rid of the mutant point.
One.
I'd laugh if she mutates right in front of them.
Oh,
oh,
great.
How cool would that be?
Aye,
Okay, how
important
do I do it again?
announcement.
We're
We've found
gone
something
already.
that'll help the arc.
Roll a
She
d6.
just suddenly gets the
Just a
same
single
power as
D6.
Slayer. Burns a lot of them.
Oh, how funny would that be if she just immediately annihilates all these guys?
6.
6.
Oh, 6.
Ah, perfect.
It's absolutely fine. No issues whatsoever. Your powers work absolutely fine. For those who have not watched the
Damn
stream
it.
before or don't remember, Anything apart from a 1 is boring and does nothing. A 1 does something interesting. However, never mind. So yeah.
What is in the box, though? Thank you,
What's
Napoleon
in
Gold.
what's in the box? Okay, so looking at it, you find some clasps on the side and you pop open each of the clasps and you break it off and take a variant of the box. And it's filled with like bags. Loads of them just packed in tight. And when you pick one up, it says MRE on it.
Squishing it with my hands like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
what is this?"
So you spin it around, you have a look at it, and then on the back it gives you a bit more clarification. Meals ready to eat.
Would I be able to read that though?
You can say, yeah, you're like gearhead, you understand the word meals, and you've got a basic understanding of reading. Complex languages beyond you. Meals ready to
Probably-
eat. You understand the word eat, you understand the word meals, and you understand the word ready. Like,
I
wait a
think my
minute.
eyes immediately go to eat.
So,
Oh,
the one you have says beef stew on it.
like figure out how to open it.
Yeah, it's got like a kind of ripple, but literally what we recognise is a little line with the scissors on it or rip here. You open it and it kind of like this. You smell almost like a chemical reaction in it, and like it actually heats slightly. And you give it a sniff, and it smells like food.
Military stuff.
So yeah, it is a bag, and you stick your normal sized tongue slightly into it, and you get a whiff of the taste of it. Whereas the other guys are
To be
like,
fair, this would be like gourmet to these guys.
I was just
this is
about,
the
that's what I was
fucking
thinking. Yeah, this is going to be like the
life-changing.
best thing ever.
So yeah,
As
once you
soon as
open
I
it,
taste it, I'm like, oh.
yeah, it's like. It's like it is true. It has got flavor. It has got taste. Like usually the brown sludge you eat from tins tastes like ass.
Brown sludge.
This is like actual food. This is like the stuff you've heard stories about. Edible food that tastes good. Like this is the kind
It's
of thing you
barely
maybe.
rotten at all.
This is barely stale and moldy. Oh my god! And you, as the other two see you do it, they look at Hannibal and then like you can see them doing the maths and it's like, can I eat one of these before I get shot? And I'm like, fuck it, we want to taste good food. And they each grab a random bag. One says cheesecake on it. One says cheesy cauliflower cheese. Like, and they're like, you see like their eyes light up. Like, ah.
I sort of look
Hannibal-
at Hannibal and I'm like, I'm just testing it.
So he does pull the guns like, right, what have you found here? And he kind of walks in and he smells it and he grabs one as well and he pops open. It's like, everybody stay back. Gun
What did he
drawn
get?
at this point. What did
It's like a dog that's
he got
got
one
me
that
like,
says spaghetti
nah.
bolognese on it.
Oh.
It's like, and he starts shoveling it into his mouth and he's like, You've never seen Hannibal look happy. Hannibal is the most serious man in Serious Town. Right? He doesn't smile. He doesn't ever look stressed. He just looks serious.
Is this the
And you see-
Ratatouille moment?
Yeah. Going back to his child, he's sitting back on the elder's knee hearing stories of the before times. And like you just see this kind of look of joy and his knees kind of buckle for a second. And he looks back, he's like, you can all have one. And like they all file in, they grab one and they go and sit in the various kind of couches. You better give one to Spanner as well. And they go and they give one to Spanner and he's all set for some time. At first you are like shoveling it in. But these packs are big. Like you feel full and you've not finished the food. This is this has never happened. You're never full after the food. This food is not enough food. That is the defining characteristic of all the food you've ever ate. There's not enough. You have to make sure there's some for tomorrow. But there's fucking boxes and boxes and boxes of this stuff. You've literally seen Hannibal become the richest mutant, the most powerful mutant in the Ark by opening a door. So you
I'm
sit,
quite happy about this because I'm like, I have a bag of food.
yes, a bag of food that doesn't taste like shit. Doesn't taste of like toothache and pain. It tastes of niceness. So yeah, you eat it and you get halfway through it and you're like, I should maybe save some of this, but you don't. You eat a lot of it.
Stop myself.
You get